Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be up against Contrabas and Headhunters, and I'm going to be with Sai or Dai Imba. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification to all notification so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel. And of course, smash the like button. Let's go ahead and do this. Now the map is Seclusion. We are going to be at the top side of the map, and of course Contrabas and Headhunters will be at the bottom side of the map. Now I will be the blue player, my partner Sai will be the green player. Now I will be opting out for a very unorthodox tactic. Basically that's going to be heavy assault, cyclone, and typhoons combined with Seraphim and Solaris. And at the start, of course, obviously that will be the Cerberus. Now, of course, a new tactic here came to mind that you need to use a ton of assaults. Alright, ton of assaults. You guys right here from 3 initial barracks that you actually will produce at the start. And then, of course, as you gather the containers, you spam those maniacs non-stop, as it will allow you to, of course, gather those forces that can be amassed to contest the super container. Keep in mind that the assaults are actually cheaper than that of the coyote and so on. And if your enemy were to spam like around 2 vehicle factory and coyote or an armadillo, they already lost the battle in terms of getting the super container due to the fact that they already spent a lot of resources just to obtain that goddamn thing. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward a bit for us to get into the juicy part. Now, looking at it here, exactly what I'm talking about. Using an assault attack boost will actually save you the boost of any other boost that you're going to use. Instead of using vehicle attack boost or whatever boost you may have in mind, just use a vehicle attack boost and that you're going to be totally fine. Okay, this also affects the Cerberus performance as well. Okay, yes, fast forward once more. Unfortunately, I did not meet, I did not get there in time to get the super containers. And also, do not forget to micro your assaults to, of course, keep them alive. And as they slowly recover the HP, they can also deal damage from afar, as of course, if they get out of the range of any unit that is firing at them, by default, they will target another unit in exchange. And there goes. Now, the units that I actually produce at the start will be used to, of course, attack the initial, the initial units that was produced at the start will be used to attack the enemy's base. And this also promotes them to, spam towers, let them spend for towers, have them spend for riflemen, coyotes, and so on. You might actually pick up a supply center at the start, and you might actually force them to use a reconstruction boost, which you can only use one time in the game. So, very big advantage to do this kind of tactic. Spam assaults with the Cerberus, and then go ham with the gold attack boost, or infantry, of course, or any other rarity of boost that you may have in mind to use. And there goes, picking up a coyote, 180 resources, along with the 3 coyotes that has been destroyed, Fort Coyote, and the supply center, and a bunch of riflemen. That makes it what? How many resource cost for this investment of that many assault? You were able to cost more resource damage than that of the cost that you invested for it. So I have to say that's a very big win, especially at the start where it matters to develop your base. Okay, and of course, when your Cerberus is low in HP, try to keep him alive as much as possible by, using a scouting boost that will also increase his speed. As you can see, he moves like that of a coyote or a rifleman on steroids. Alright, and yes, that's basically it. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, Cyclones will be the name of the game along with the Seraphim, and I still have HQ level 3 that this is only at the start since they may have to counterattack me. Using the Delta that was used to collect the containers to scout to, of course, see if there are any alligator or any funny businesses that this red player may have. Which he does. Okay, fast forward a bit. Okay, Typhoons, of course, as this guy has Hawks, so we can't really do much using the Cyclone and Seraphim, especially when there are Hawks around. Hence the reason why you need 2 Special Vehicle Factory to of course spam that Typhoon button. 5 Barracks to of course spam the Heavy Assaults, as the Heavy Assaults will actually deal damage in terms of getting rid of those vehicles, regardless of whatever vehicle it may be. As long as it is revealed by the Cyclone from inside the fog, the Heavy Assaults can actually fire at them. Also, this lessens the chances of your Cyclones being hit by both weapons of the Porcupine, such as the machine gun and also the missiles, where in turn, the machine guns will automatically target the infantry, and the missiles will actually target the Cyclones, lessening the damage taken by the Cyclones by a bit. And that's a huge damage, or damage reduction I have to say. And obviously, of course, when there are Cyclones and Heavy Assaults, the Porcupines could not really do a thing, since they need to move away outside the range of those Heavy Assaults all the time. And this also gives support or complement your Cyclones' anti-tank capability, which goes to the Heavy Assaults. So I have to say that's a very good win. You may also spam Heavy Assaults to get rid of the Dragonfly along with the support of your Cyclones. Good win, along with the Typhoons as well. Alright. And then, of course, I already have a good amount of Typhoons around here and a little bit of a Cyclone and a Seraphim. Well, obviously, I need to zone out anything that will touch this super container. Okay. And so, I'll have my Cerberus here as well. As we all know, the Cerberus can actually tank the damage of those Hawks just in case he might be attacked by those Hawks from by gathering the super container. He has a passive ability, the Shield, which reduces the damage taken by a certain period of time. Okay, my partner will also get that super container right there. Those Hawks are like trying to be annoying. Also, spamming Cyclones will actually give you the chance of detecting any hidden infantries that may actually be annoying, such as that. See? And this will actually help make your opponent blind in terms of getting rid of those scouts in the forest. In terms, you can actually counter the resistance faction's ability to hide inside the forest, or stealth ability. That's actually one use of the Cyclone. We see the vertex here from my partner are being used nicely. I absolutely love those maneuvers. However, the Hawks actually came back here, and then obviously they actually intercepted, which is actually a score or a good win for those Hawks. But still, it does not matter since the Porcupines or the vertex actually killed a lot. And here goes, I'm going to have to try and move out. However, I actually overextended here. I'm trying to secure this position right here because if they were to secure it around here, it will be very hard for me to go atop the cliff. Now, I'm positioning the Typhoons from below the cliff since of course I'm relying on my units to gain high ground view. This also complements the Typhoon's anti-air capability from below a cliff if you have a Cyclone, since they can provide high ground view as well. Quite neat. Okay, we see the Jaguars right here in a very good formation along with a Chameleon, a Porcupine, and a Jaguar from both players. At this point, I don't really need that Cerberus since of course, you know, he's actually outlived his performance by a bit. And here's what I'm talking about that I already overextended since my Typhoons could not really cover the Seraphim that I have here. Also, my partner is actually taking advantage that those Porcupines are firing over at my Cyclones instead of the Vertex. See what I'm getting at here with those Heavy Assaults? They're actually very good help. Although my Heavy Assaults are not maxed out, they can actually deal a ton of damage. See? Those Vertex actually paid for themselves, along with my Cyclones for acting as a decoy to of course bait out the anti-air for those the red and the yellow player. Now I simply have to reproduce what I lost, and at that I mean reproducing them by spamming production buildings such as the barracks. As we all know, the Heavy Assaults are actually cheaper than that of the Zeus, which can also be spammed from 3 vehicle factory, but of course you can spam the infantry faster since they are cheaper and can be produced, and you know, the buildings that produces them are actually cheaper as well. Now, I saw those Jaguars from the red player going over here and trying to get rid of my defenseless Typhoons covered by four Cyclones and 1 Zeus from my partner. And so I will have to retreat at this point to avoid losing the Typhoons and of course save me resources in terms of avoiding to reproduce them. But of course I'll be adding more since this guy has a ton of Hawks, or 12 rather. As you guys can see, I have like what, 8 barracks and 3 ABF factory, which I will be adding one later on for 4 Cyclones at a time. I'm using a Ghoul Scouting boost to of course increase the speed of my Typhoons to avoid extinction. Nice interception though, I have to say, from those Hawks. Oh, too bad they actually fall back. Okay, and so of course, I will have my Solaris as well, as this is entering the stages of the end game. Or rather, it's still the mid game, but it's actually transitioning to that of the end game. Vehicle Factory level 3, level 4 HQ, level 3 X Facility, Solaris will be unlocked very soon. What I mentioned earlier, ABF Factory will be added as well. 4 ABF Factory, which allows me to spam Cyclones 4 at a time, meaning I will have Cyclones, 8 Cyclones at best, in less than 1 minute. Ooh, I informed my partner to actually scout this location. Ooh, continuous alligator production. Those Hawks are actually very keen in terms of, trying to snipe the Vertex. Going Chameleon for this very yellow player, not a bad idea to help support his partner from the ground. Another super container appearing right here, and obviously with what I already have right here, this will allow me to contest it. I have a ton of heavy assault and also a ton of Cyclone and Seraphine. Solaris is actually being produced. I'm going to have my Typhoons move below the ground or below that cliff to cover anti-air protection on my units that will actually try and snipe the units that I will send over to get the super container. And once more, I have the my Cyclones around here to detect whatever it is that is inside that fog and destroy whatever is inside it. And of course, the Typhoons will actually do their job. However, some of the Typhoons are still not in position as to somewhat provide good cover. And just like that, that Chameleon will be destroyed. And as you guys can see, the Cyclones are actually acting as a bait for those Vertex to remain safe and sound, even if they are in range of those Porcupines or anti-air. Ooh, nice interception right here. Pretty good dogfight, I have to say. Okay. By the way, my Cyclones aren't maxed out as well, so if I had those maxed out, they can actually perform better in terms of dealing damage and will actually survive longer. A ton of alligators right there, or a few rather, and those Vertex are absolutely having a field day. Okay, oh wow. Solaris is out, along with the newly produced units. Okay, Hawks are actually raining rampage over here, as actually there is almost close to no unit or close to no anti-air around this area. Most of our units are actually focused in the middle of the map where it matters the most. Okay, fast forward a bit. Ooh, this red guy right here is actually doing a very good job in terms of doing a mind games. So he can either move over here and attack me over here from the side, hence I had my units positioned on sideways to of course intercept what he has. And then of course to retaliate or counter what he has in mind in advance, I'll be placing walls around here as of course to prevent any further advance that may actually get sneaky. I'll also position my Solaris along this cliff to of course just launch the skill whenever I see this red guy right here moving over to my location. Okay, it's completely fine if he was to destroy some of the assaults. He's actually overkilling it with like what, 6 Jaguars firing at 1 heavy assault. That's not a good thing. It was never a good thing. That's overkill. Okay, here goes, and as you guys can see, oh wow, a very solid hit. Okay, and yes, just like that. My heavy assaults came in handy in terms of damaging or destroying some of the units that are actually revealed by the Cyclones. We saw Hawkska right here. My partner already has level 5 HQ and 4 airfields, and I'm guessing more on the way. Or rather 5 airfields. I'm going to increase the Typhoon count, which just popped out of my special vehicle factory, and place them in the central part of the map. Again, fast forward, as I will also be having my Solaris taking the position around here. Oh, very cute. Scouting what we have right here, of course, as my partner already has level 5 HQ, they're actually wary of us having any super weapon. Oh, and what a very bold move. Super smart pathfinding, I believe. Another victim of those super smart pathfinding stuff. Oh, yellow player is actually doing a bold move right here by moving over this location and attempting to attack my partner. Now, that's actually a very good move, don't get me wrong, that's a very good move, as it will take away my army around here and of course, help my partner out on the ground, as he only has 3 Zeus, the rest are Avia. So it's not going to look good, on his end if ever the yellow player were to attack him on this side without my support. Meanwhile, I'll have my Typhoons retreat as they will be defenseless against the red player. Oh, sending a porcupine right there. Very smart move. So that was just a fake out. Smart move, I have to say. Very clever. Chameleon has been sniped. Okay, very good move by my partner. Fast reaction there before the Chameleon activated. Because the advantage of the high ground view would be for you to see below, and the units that are below the cliff cannot see from above. And there goes. The Solaris is actually a heavy hitter in terms of destroying anything that it can see. Force firing or actually using the skill, bam! Completely demolish the units around here. And then of course those Vertex, ooh, they actually fly in a little bit too deep there. Because I had my Cyclones retreat, of course I do not want to lose them in vain. Ew. Those Hawks are, oh god. Okay, those Hawks actually did the same thing. They actually they actually flew in too deep within my partner's base, which was never a good idea. And so, again, position my heavy assaults around here on a straight line just to intercept any units that will actually go below this cliff. Have my Cyclones ready along with the Solaris. Fast forward. Very clever move as to have one Porcupine Scout to see what I have waiting for him right here. Although the red player, I'm already expecting him to move over here because I will be capturing the super container. So I'm actually expecting him to attack me from the side. Hence, I actually have my units on an arrowhead position pointing over this location. Okay, my partner said that he will be attacking the yellow player. Let's see what he does. Okay. Ooh, man. Destroy the HQ level 5 with like 6 stores. And then destroying the airfield. Wow. Very clever move, as it will take away that ABS superiority or the ABS prowess of the yellow player. Meaning, he cannot rebuild the third airfield without an HQ level 4. Very smart move. And again, just like this, I already have a full command point, which I was just waiting to accumulate those command points. And then I'll just go ahead and swoop in with one big attack. Positioning my units, straight line again. Any units that are caught will be owned by those heavy assaults that are actually scattered. Again, the Typhoons are moving in a position below the cliff, and my Cyclones are to provide high ground view to intercept effectively, or to intercept those Hawks effectively from below the cliff. Micro on my Seraphim, as of course he was actually being targeted. Okay, The EBS assaults are coming down here. The ABF for my partner are actually going to demolish the HQ, preventing any unit that will be produced. Oh my goodness, and BAM! Okay. Wow. And just like that, no more anti-air for you, my friend. Only the alligators, 5 alligators that he has. And then my heavy assaults are going to, of course, rain rampage over those jaguars. Yes. Sometimes having the infantry will be like that of quality versus quantity. And yeah. Look at the performance of those heavy assaults. They are not even maxed out. And yeah. Just like that, those porcupines will be destroyed along with the chameleon, and I will completely ignore those alligators, as of course, you know, I don't really need to deal with them. And just like that. Now, I will no longer have the same mistake twice. I will have my typhoons move above the cliff to provide anti-air cover against my for my Seraphim and Cyclones. Ooh, goodness. Okay. And this is actually a bit of a mistake here on my end. Man. Okay. Again, my partner's Thors, man. Ooh, man. Going on a rampage, dude. Those Vertex, man. Following it up. Okay, those Hawks are actually determined to destroy my Seraphim. My goodness. I wish they could have targeted the heavy assaults instead. Although, there's not really that much that they can do at this point. And I'm pretty sure that you already know what will happen. Oh, and by the way, having this kind of tactic, you know, I had like what? How many? 3, 6, 9... 11. I have 11 barracks spamming the heavy assaults, and of course during this kind of gameplay, you can simply spam the assault buttons that are actually in the game or while in battle, and rally them all over the map or wherever you want them to go to keep the constant attack coming, or, well, basically, consistent reinforcement in short. Which it could actually work in your favor. GG. Alright, well, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and of course smash the like button, and turn on the notification to all notification, as it will actually, allow you to be notified of all my pending videos or upcoming videos or streams that will come over to my channel. And of course, check out my previous videos, as they contain tips and tricks that can actually help you win a battle. Likewise, guys, thank you for watching, have a great day, and good luck with your battles. And yes, my partner was a monster. Just look at this. 6 airfield, or 7 airfield, level 5 HQ, and nothing but Avia, Thors. Oh god, how many Thors was that? He has like what? 9 Thors. Alright, well, bye now.